Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your weekly forecast for March 9th through the 15th. Alrighty, my dears. So we're going to get right into it, and we're going to see what's happening in the week ahead for you all with this deck here. And then we're going to pull an angel message for you guys with this deck here. So without further ado, my darlings, let's jump right on in and see what is happening for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising the week of March 9th through the 15th. Now, we are coming out of Mercury retrograde this week, and we're starting off the week with, we've had very powerful moon energies lately. We're starting off the week with a full moon. And Cancer, you guys are ruled by the moon, so you might be kind of sensitive to those energies. Here's your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But without further ado, we're going to see what's going on for you all. Monday, Tuesday, you have Two of Earth. So you might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed. You might be feeling like you have a lot on your plate. Now, one way in which I can say that this is a good time to be feeling this way, well, actually, two ways that I can say. One is the full moon that we're having on the 9th is going to be about endings and beginnings. So a lot of people are going to find that certain situations are kind of falling away or coming to an end. There might be a lot of ultimatums people are giving one another. There may be breakups that are happening. There might be situations and when people are really deciding that they're taking their power back from a certain situation or stepping away from certain situations that are not good for them. And so if you have been feeling in a lot of ways pulled in a couple of different directions, you might be feeling that way extra Monday, Tuesday. But this might be a good experience to have in that it's helping you realize what's draining you or what maybe you're doing out of obligation or what you're doing because you feel pressured to do it. But it might not be true for you. It might not be in your truth to be doing it. So also, even though we're kind of on the tail end of Mercury retrograde here, Mercury retrograde is an excellent time to rework, replan, revise, revisit. So you might be taking a second look at the way you've been doing things, or I feel for a lot of you Cancers, this is going to be in terms of your priorities. You're kind of rearranging your priorities, and certain things that you've been giving your time to, you're not wanting to give your time to it anymore. Okay, so you might be getting to cut certain situations or experiences, out of the way that you're doing things. I feel for some of you, there's also an instance in which you are showing somebody how much you've been doing. I feel like some of you Cancers, for a while, somebody's been pressuring you or making you feel like you're not doing enough or making you feel like you have to jump through hoops. And I feel something is happening Monday, Tuesday, where you're taking back your power and you're able to very calmly, very logically show how much you have been doing. Okay, like you're showing how much you have been doing, you're showing what you've been bringing to the table, and I feel like this person is just kind of left speechless, like they don't know what to say or how to respond. So maybe there's been an uneven power dynamic with you in a situation, whether it's in a family situation or in a work situation, or if you're going to school, maybe there's a group project or something you've been working on, like you're able to say, hey, look, this isn't fair. This is everything that's been left on my plate. This is everything that I've been doing. I've been carrying everybody here, and it's not okay, right? Like it's not okay. Like we need to take a look at this. Either I need to be fairly compensated for what I'm doing, or we need to find a way to make this a little bit more balanced. So I do feel like some of you are standing up for yourselves in that way, like you're tired of having everything on your shoulders. Your next card here is Two of Water. Now I want to emphasize, oh no, I'm sorry, not two, Nine of Water. I was going to say let's emphasize the twos because I thought twos were repeating for you. But either way, Two of Water and Nine of Water are both very, very good cards. You can't go wrong, with either one of them. But Nine of Water coming up here midweek is going to indicate your wish is coming true. Something you've been working for or something that you've been waiting for is moving forward. Like it's yours and you're receiving it. Now, what's really jumping out at me here is this diamond and the pearls and the way she's like kind of looking down, like she's so happy. It's here, she's putting it away, or she's saving it, or she's admiring it. So In this way, because that's what's jumping out at me, I do feel for a lot of you, this Nine of Water is going to be in terms of your finances. It's going to be in terms of your money. And in terms of some kind of, I just heard the word investment. Maybe some of you had made an investment a while back, and midweek you're getting news that it's beginning to move forward, or it's beginning to pay off in some way, or you're feeling like you made an investment in yourself. Like maybe you went to school and you've been trying a really long time trying to get your foot in the door at a job that has to do with what you went to school for, or you went to school so that you can move up in your career, and you're finally getting word that that's actually happening. But for a lot of you, it feels like this is a long time coming, right? Like you made the investment some time ago and you've been waiting for it to pay off. And whatever it is, whether it's something you've put into a side project or a business, I feel midweek you are seeing something move forward and you're feeling very happy, like some wish is being fulfilled. For some of you, it could be in terms of a relationship that's beginning to talk about marriage, or beginning to talk about engagement because of the diamond, and the diamond has associations with like engagement rings. I don't focus too much on love and romance in the weekly forecasts. I do those readings separate and I link them in the description. But I do feel for some of you this is an element of a relationship. I do need to give you a little bit of a warning when the Nine of Water or the Nine of Cups comes up. Sometimes because things begin to go so well for you and you're like, people can see that you're coming up, people can see that your circumstances are improving, there are going to be some people that try to make you feel jealous for it, or they try to make you feel like, oh, well, look at you, your life's going all well and you're forgetting about everybody else, you're forgetting all the little people, or you're forgetting where you came from, you're forgetting who you are. People might try to make you feel not jealous. People might try to make you feel like you're changing or you're being greedy. Don't listen to that, guys. Don't get pulled into that lower vibration. I just feel a theme here. For a lot of you that you've been struggling, you're like, where is my blessing? Where is my blessing? I'm working my butt off. Where is my blessing? These cards together are saying, look, this is the week for you to make some shifts and changes, because you're busting your back for everybody. You're jumping through hoops for everybody. You're just like tearing yourself apart to make other people happy. You will give your shirt off your back to people that you care about. And Spirit is saying we can't bring you those blessings just yet because you're going to give everything away. There's going to be nothing left for you. So once you learn to have better boundaries, and once you learn to start telling people no, then you can have that blessing come in, because Spirit knows that you're going to be able to hold on to it. You're going to be able to keep it. That doesn't mean that you will never help anybody. That doesn't mean that you will never give to charities, or give a gift out of the kindness of your heart, or pay it forward. It just means that there might be people around you that are taking too much. And until you eliminate those people from your life, or until they understand that they're not going to get anything out of you, Spirit is concerned to give you that blessing, because they feel like the vultures are just going to come rushing to like the banquet table and take everything before you even have a chance to have a taste, right? So something for you to think about. Your next card here, my darlings, is Ten of Earth. Wow, lots of messages here for you in terms of finances. So I think a lot of you Cancers are thinking about money, okay? Ten of Earth is going to be very, very stable financial energy. Long-term, I emphasize long-term financial stability. I feel some of you, there's even something where you've been longing to purchase property, and it has felt for you very impossible to do. Something might be happening at the end of the week where you're beginning to realize, hey, you know what? This is a possibility. I might be able to do this. Or doing something in some sort of travel, something that you thought couldn't be done, you're beginning to see ways in which it can change or it can shift. This is very random, but it's something I'm hearing. I feel some of you may have a past life connection to like the Celtic culture, or like, Scotland or Ireland, or, just that part of the world. I feel some of you may be preparing to go to that part of the world, or you are kind of gravitating towards certain customs or rituals or beliefs of like the old days of I don't know if I want to say Wiccan. I don't know if Wiccan is necessarily synonymous with that part of the world, but you might be incorporating some kind of little customs or affirmations or candle work or something that you might be taking from that culture or from like the old days or the old ways, or wanting to see that part of the world. For other ones of you, 10 of Earth is just saying you're going to be seeing a lot of things manifesting. A lot of the things that you've been wishing for a long time, or a lot of things you've been trying to make happen for a long time. You're going to begin seeing them come in. You're going to begin seeing them actually develop and materialize. 10 of Earth is also going to be about rituals, customs within your own life, where you're creating your own rituals. You're creating your own customs. You're creating your own traditions. So if you are somebody who is on a spiritual path and you've been feeling very guided or drawn to like tarot or oracle cards or crystals or candle work, you might be coming up with your own little herbal remedies. You might be coming up with your own little, salt bath mixes just for yourself, or you might be coming up with your own little abundance ceremonies or things that you're doing for yourself. Okay, I feel a strong sense of like work being done with oils, salts, herbs, crystals, candles, things of that nature. Or some of you are feeling like you're wanting to start doing that kind of stuff, right? And you might be feeling called to that. But this is directly linked with your abundance because it's helping you set intentions. Some of you might be taking a more traditional route. It might be more through like prayer and praise and just more traditional route, or a more commonly accepted route. But you are kind of coming up with your own little way in which you're setting your intentions, and you're beginning to manifest a lot more quickly. I feel like you're fine-tuning your manifesting abilities. Let's go ahead and see what the angel message is for you guys this week, Cancer. And as always, I highly recommend that you watch your moon sign and rising sign videos, because some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others. They might add a little extra information. If you would like a private reading, you can click on the Calendly link in the description of the video, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. Alrighty, my darling. So Cancer, you have Angel of Diet and Nutrition. Pay attention to what you eat and drink. You intuitively know what is good for you. Now, this doesn't mean you all have to go on a diet. I want to explain this card because this card has a lot of layers. Some of you maybe are feeling kind of sluggish, or you're beginning to sense, or you're beginning to feel like you're not feeling at your best. And as you're becoming more intuitive, you're beginning to realize what it means to eat intuitively. And you're beginning to realize, you know what, when I eat that particular food, it makes me feel very tired. Or when I eat that particular food, it makes me feel very depressed. I began realizing that about sugar not too long ago, and I have the biggest sweet tooth, right? But I began to realize that, like I'll eat sugar and a little while later, like I just kind of feel down. And so I began listening to my body that, okay, that's something I have to cut out. So you might be realizing that about certain things that you're putting in your body. And it might not even necessarily be something that we consider harmful, right? Like most people might say, oh, sugar is not good for you. But maybe it's eggs. Maybe it's a certain vegetable. Maybe it's a certain fruit that's not necessarily unhealthy. But you're beginning to feel or realize that, you know what, when I put this in my body, it just doesn't seem to agree with my body. And so you might be eliminating things in that way. Those of you where you're really trying to fine-tune your intuition, you're trying to connect more with the higher self and fine-tune your intuition, you might begin craving more vegetables. You might begin craving more fruits. You might be feeling, you know what, I need to incorporate these some more in my diet. I know for me, it's very crazy. You can try it yourself and see if it works for you. The combination of blueberries and kale, I feel like it opens up my third eye like crazy. Something about the nutrients and kale and blueberries, and when I put those things together, I will really have a very, very active third eye, and it can feel very overwhelming for me. So I might say, you know what, I'm not going to put those two foods together if I'm going to be around a lot of people today, or if I'm going to be in a lot of public places, because energetically it might be overwhelming for me to be that open, right? So you might begin realizing that the things that you're putting in your system are helping you with your intuition, helping you hear your messages, messages, helping you connect with your higher self. And for other ones of you, another really, really big, I don't want to say this is the most important one, but it is a massive one. It is very important. This also pertains to what you are putting in your energy, not just in terms of your food, but who you're hanging out with, what you're listening to, the music that you're listening to, the TV that you're watching, the movies that you're watching, the news networks that you're listening to. You might realize that, hey, these things are really bringing down your vibration and that you need to disconnect from them. So it's not just what you're feeding your body, it's what you're feeding your mind. It's what you're feeding yourself energetically. So a lot of you are beginning to look for more sustaining, beneficial things that are going to be making you feel better, that are going to be making you feel stronger, more connected. Okay, my dears, don't forget, every single day I post a card of the day, a message every single day, and a pick a card little game on Instagram and Facebook. So if you go to amethystangellight on Instagram and Facebook, you can go ahead and follow or like, and you can begin to receive the daily messages. I am also, once I get settled after this move, I want to begin to do like giveaways and things like that on the social media. So keep an eye out for that. And I am going to be posting in the community tab a little DIY full moon bath for those of you that are wanting to do a bath or some kind of release in this particular full moon. I have an old video I did forever ago, and it's just, you know, showing how you can just maybe even go to the dollar store and pick up a few things and make a little bath for yourself, or a scrub. If you can't take a bath, maybe you can make a scrub and, you know, scrub yourself down. I will post that in the community tab when I'm done with all the videos if you want to do something. So thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I'm wishing you a fabulous week, my dears. Take care.